मेहनत है अपनी ही शान। धरती माँ है धरती, मंदिर है खलिया।
तू अमृत जो बोएगा धरती सोना उगलेगी। तू अमृत जो बोएगा धरती सोना उगलेगी।
अपनी हिम्मत, अपना ईमान, अपनी मेहनत है अपनी ही शान। बहा पसीना कम नहीं, सर जलता सूरज घम नहीं। बहा पसीना कम नहीं, सर जलता सूरज गम नहीं। मेहनत तब रंग लाती है जब हर माँ रोटी पकाती है। अन्नदाता खुश होता है जब देश भर पेट सोता है। वो अमृत जो बोएगा धरती सोना उगलेगी।
Hey Vishwanath, how are you? Oh, hello Anand. Hello. How are you and what are you up to today? Huh? Hey, we have a meeting this evening. You have to come for it. Oh? What is the meeting about this time now?
Papa, it is about biological farming.
Oh, Munna, you? He was walking. I said, get on. I'll drop you. I need to go now. I have to invite others as well. Okay. Okay.
Bye, Papa.
Meeting. Come on now. You should be going home.
Oh, should we not be inviting Mummy too?
Get off now. Go walking. And listen, give this thing to your mummy. Alright? And tell your grandfather too.
Will do.
Oh Munna! Tell mother Bhairav doesn't want milk now.
Listen. Listen. Farming will see better days now. This storm of disaster is going to end because Tropical Agro are coming with a complete solution for biological farming. They are coming, companies experts on biological farming, to give you the knowledge of useful information. And they will be showing a movie too. Big movie on a big screen. Biological cinema. So all of you, farmer, brothers and sisters, should come to the meeting today. I'm going now. Listen. Now watch a big movie on a big screen. Biological movie. Grandpa, you would join us for the biological movie, won't you?
What is this biological?
Well, toffee first and then I'll tell.
Here it is. So tell me now.
I don't know. We'll know after we watch the movie.
Adi, take your school bag inside with you.
What movie was he talking about?
Papa, he was saying something biological. I don't know what it is.
Biological? What is it?
I heard there is a meeting this evening and they're going to show a picture also.
Bhairav does not want milk. Oh Munna, son, if you don't study well, you will have to really slog in the fields like me. Know that very well. You will end up carrying this pump and then keep spraying. Got it? Which is why I'm saying you should study well, go to the city and become a big man.
I don't want to become a big man.
What? Don't want to become a big man? Do you want to be digging in the fields all life?
Tea.
Thank
Papa,
you, dear.
tea.
Arey, Vishwanath? What is this biological?
Oh, it's nothing, Papa. These farmers in the neighborhood are using pesticides now. I have been doing it for the last 4 or 5 years now. Now, of course, the company people need something to sell to us. So they rename some old pesticide and call it biological. There is nothing biological.
But why don't we go for the meeting then? And they're going to show a picture also.
Let's go, Vishwanath. We will watch the movie.
Oh, Papa.
Good evening. I welcome all of you here today. The Sarpanch of our village, Devram Chaudhary sir, will now welcome the senior officer of our company, Mr. Shekhar Mathur. Now Mr. Shekhar Mathur will say a few words to you. Thank you. Here, sir.
Thank you. You have gathered here today in such big numbers, and so on behalf of our company, Tropical Agro, I heartily welcome you all farmer brothers and sisters. This is certainly not our first meeting, but then if we look at it as it's just like our first meeting, that's because what we'll be watching on this big screen, perhaps you have watched it before, but it's possible that it may have faded in your memory. Today we'll try to put some light on that faded memory. We wish that a new chapter begins in your life today. And for any new thing to be effective in life, we need to know that thing very well. And we have made this film specially keeping you in mind. We are very curious to know your reactions on the film once the screening of the film ends. And for those who cannot wait till the end, but would like to know more about it, our company representative, Anand Kumar, he will meet all such people in their homes. Come on, let's watch the film now.
Some things have remained the same for centuries in our country, like the farmers of our country. They have been our food providers for centuries and will continue to be. Well, if anything has changed at all, it is our outlook towards farming and our ways and methods of farming.
After living as hunters and nomads for centuries, when man learnt the process of growing food and the importance of it, he quit his nomadic lifestyle and decided to settle in one place and do farming. Centuries of experience taught him very well the nitty-gritty of farming. He learned about the season cycle and the weather. He could guess about the strength of the soil and about its nature. He also learned about which soil is good for which crop and which weather would give the best yield for which crop. Man did his farming in accordance with nature and enjoyed the benefits of it. All farming tools and methods were natural. Bullocks and wooden plows were used for plowing. The soil used to be very healthy and moist in those times, and so using the plow was easy. Dung was used as manure. Sometimes leftovers from previous crops also became part of the manure. In addition, the soil had friendly living beings like earthworms, which made available to the farmers the best natural fertilizers. And then the periodic churning of the soil also helped increase its fertility. The crops would get infested with pests even in the older times, but they would be dealt with extremely effective and easily available pesticides, which farmers prepared themselves from materials readily available in their homes. Panchagavya was one such pesticide, which was made from cow's urine, butter, ghee made from cow's milk, dung and other such materials mixed in right way and proportion.
Now, as a result of all this, the yield that was obtained, it used to be very healthy. You wouldn't find any harmful or chemical substances on it, not even a trace of them. The food obtained from such a yield would undoubtedly have a positive effect on the health of the consumer, which is why the people of those times were stronger and would work harder. A healthy lifestyle and a regular exercise meant that the diseases of today like heart trouble, cancer, blood pressure, diabetes, these were rarely seen then.
This also helped to keep the environment healthy. Different kinds of birds would live in nests around the farms. These birds would protect the crops by feeding on the pests that would harm the crops. All in all, this system was beneficial to everybody.
I still remember those days, when I was very small and my age was around 10 years. My grandfather would work hard and still toil in the farms then. With that, he was also doing his household chores and work hard in the wrestling pits too. He was extremely difficult to beat. All his life, he worked in the farm very hard and only ate what he produced there and lived a very healthy life. He always strived to teach the best of habits to all of us brothers sisters, provided us good healthy food. But then, I don't know, we don't have in us what the people of those time did. Let me tell you, anyone can beat me in the wrestling pit.
Yes, I too agree with this particular thing. The people of those times were indeed very different. In addition to being an able farmer, my father was the strongest player of the kabaddi team of our village. His lung capacity was tremendous. Compared to today's generation, his diet was very strong and so was his health. And he had no competition. Carrying a 100-kilo sack of grains on his back was not a big deal for him at all. We don't see this in today's times.
Indeed, we don't see this in today's time. You ask somebody in today's time to lift a bag of 100 kilos, he would barely be able to lift 25 kilos. Ask someone to run a mile today, he will start panting in just 100 meters.
This is becoming quite a common problem. Even the young in our country today suffer from many kinds of terrible diseases. Have you ever wondered what may be the reason for all of this? Perhaps we wouldn't have to go very far for an answer. The same farms and the crops that we got from them, which until a few decades ago were the reason of our good health, the same farms and the crops we get from them today are the cause of our diseases and of the increasing barrenness of our farms. Look around and see where we have arrived today, the kind of future that this present is going to take us into.
For centuries, India has been an agriculture-oriented country. A big part of the country's population lives in villages even today. And for their daily bread and butter, they still depend on their farms. which is why farming and farmers have been the topmost priority of our successive governments right from independence.
By the time the 60s came, India had prepared herself well for her green revolution. The government had made a strong resolve to run a program to increase productivity and to modernize the ways of farming. Improved seeds, chemical fertilizers, and chemical pesticides were made available to the farmers, so that the productivity could be increased to such levels that India would become self-sufficient in food grains. And in a few years, because of its farmers, India indeed had that honor. This green revolution made farmers the providers in the true sense of the word.
But this glitter obviously did not last for too long. Chemical fertilizers, chemical pesticides, and improved seeds had their own advantages, but at the same time had their many harmful effects which are now coming out slowly.
Our society has made a great amount of progress in the field of medicine today, but then there is also a great increase in diseases. The diseases that once were associated with old age are now seen in younger people. First of all, these harmful chemical farming makes our soil only sick. And with these chemical fertilizers, we see increase in productivity. But these ready-made fertilizers that we use are not good for all the crops or are required in the quantities that they are used in. So some of them go waste, some turn into poisonous compounds. These keep lying in the soil or sometimes get dissolved in water. Some turn into gases and mix in the air. This is how earth, water, air, environment all begin to experience pollution because of these chemical inputs, that is fertilizers, and these inputs create the pollution, and the balance of nutrients in the soil gets disturbed. And we know well that this bad balance means bad health. Thus begins suffering and diseases of one kind or another.
Spraying of chemical fertilizers helped a great deal in reducing losses in the yield caused by the pests. Productivity increased, but it is equally true that these pesticides destroy the helpful pests, beehives, earthworms, etc. And moreover, absolute and indiscriminate use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides began having adverse effects on the health and well-being of farmers and farm laborers. In Kasaragod region of Kerala, because of such indiscriminate spraying of over 25 years, thousands have been born with congenital, chronic physical and mental disorders for years. As a result of the bad effects of chemical pesticides and fertilizers, a train runs from Bathinda in Punjab to Bikaner in Rajasthan. This train is infamous as cancer train, because this train on an average has 60 cancer patients daily who travel hundreds of miles in search of a faint ray of hope.
The horrible effects of chemical pesticides. I have seen it with my own eyes. My own brother died in pain recently while giving a tough fight with cancer. He lost his life. He too was a farmer. By looking and following others, he too began using these poisonous medicines without giving it any substantial thought. Neither did he take any care after spraying them. He would wander about in his farms without covering his face. He ate the same grains and fruits. Finally, he had cancer in his intestines. Right in front of my eyes.
For the farmers and the laborers working in the farms, there's no doubt their health is getting affected badly. In addition, in this push to get more and more productivity, pesticides, fertilizers and modified seeds are being used indiscriminately without any thought. As a result, the soil is turning hard and barren. This soil used to be soft before, which is why you could plow it easily with bullocks. But the soil now is getting harder and harder. And therefore tractors have become inevitable. On the other hand, the pests developed immunity to the regularly used chemical pesticides and come back to attack with even more vigor. At the beginning of the Green Revolution, chemical pesticides were used just once in 30 days. After some time, this period got shortened to 20 days, then to 15 days, and now it has been reduced to a mere 10 days. Because of this, farmers get subjected to various pressures, in addition to the pressures of using more and more pesticides. The net result of this is that he is reeling under huge debts, which is why we keep hearing every day of farmers committing suicide in one part of the country or another.
We people blame the farmers, call them illiterate. But we don't try to understand their problems. A farmer is also part of our society. He wants for his kids the very same things that the rest of us do. Good healthy food, good education, good future. But the farmer today is very disconcerted. All he wants is to be able to keep his crop secure. He wants to get to the market and to the people a healthy produce. He does not want to kill people. But the irony today is that the farmers and their families who live in clean air, eat clean, healthy food, are themselves struggling with the same diseases. Somebody needs to do something about it. Find some solution for it. Otherwise, it may be too late.
The good part is that it is not the end of all yet. There is someone who is striving towards this the last few years, so as to relieve the farmers of their hardships, to enhance the quality of the yield, to release him from the clutches of the deadly poison, so that consumers across the country may once again have access to pure and healthy food.
Okay, come let's see. What are these revolutionary steps that are being taken? And who are these people who are working so diligently so that the farmers get a break from their problems?
Tropical Agro System India Private Limited, which is a part of the Jawan group of industries and is also the prime company in the field of yield protection and management in India. It was founded in 1968 in Ambattur, Chennai. Tropical Agro has 3 factories throughout India that use the latest technology. Tropical Agro has used cutting-edge technology to set up in Bangalore and Coimbatore research facilities and factories to manufacture biological products. The company has over 600 employees, more than 200 of which are agriculture specialists. who with all their commitment and dedication are in the service of the farmers. The company has over 6,000 trusted business partners in 22 states in India that manage the sales and distribution of its products. Over 10 lakh farmers throughout the country have enjoyed the benefits of this awesome distribution system. The company has over 200 products certified by the Central Insecticide Board and Registration Committee. Tropical Agro is the only company in India that has a wide range of biological pesticides, biological fungus destructor, and biological fertilizers based on nanotechnology. Tropical Agro Company has been taken to its heights by Mr. V.K. Jawan, who has been a nature lover right from his childhood. In his own words, he was never really interested in studies. He always wanted to have a business of his own. The year 1978 turned out to be a decisive one in his life. Not only did he get married in this year, but also decided to take charge of this company, Tropical Agro. Mr. Jawan attributes all the positive changes within him to meditation and spirituality. He firmly believes that everyone should meditate every day. This not only boosts self-confidence but also makes it possible to get more done in less time. Meditation helps one to get rid of the ego and helps to foster the feeling of cooperation and working together. Meditation takes us even close to nature, which is becoming increasingly difficult in today's fast-paced world. Mr. Jawan hopes that the next generation will protect our natural resources like the earth, water and air from pollution. With this objective in mind, his company manufactures biological products that not only protect all these natural resources but also improve people's health. They say you can earn back the lost wealth, but it is extremely difficult to get back lost health. Jai Jawan, Jai Jaivik Kisan.
It is 11:30 already. When am I going to sleep and get up? Hope there is no dew in the morning. Otherwise, go straight at 8:30 and then keep praying. Oh, Vasu? Why are you standing here like a statue? Go see if Munna's got a sheet on him and you go to bed. Got to get up early. Got to spray 20 tanks. If there is load shedding, you'll have to go fill up water and get it. So go to bed now.
Just listen. Whatever they showed in the film today, is it all true?
Huh?
That woman's brother and my brother, both would be of the same age. Our Dinesh did not do BD, cigarette, alcohol, did not have any addiction. Why did he get cancer then? I'm so worried.
Vasu, now if he had cancer written in his fate, what could we have done?
Fate? No. Remember, when he used to come to the farm with me, he would eat raw vegetables, raw lady's finger, tomatoes, cucumber. I got tired of telling him, Dinesh, wash them first. But no.
Vasu, the real thing is, that film has cast a spell on you. Go and get some sleep and put Munna to bed too.
Our son too eats raw vegetables, doesn't he? I am getting strange questions in my head.
Oh, it's nothing. Stop thinking all these things. Go to bed. I have to get up early. I'm tired. Go sleep.
But...
And listen, what's written in one's fate, no one can evade that. Got it? Go, sleep now. Come on. And switch off the light. Oh, Asu, put the light off. Vasu, I told you yesterday, we got to leave early in the morning, and you're still continuing with your blabber. Got to spray 20 tanks, it'll be afternoon, come quick.
Please listen. This spray of yours, is it really necessary?
Any idea how many pests on the veggies, Vasu? They will all get spoiled if you don't spray.
Okay. But we usually put dung in our farms, right? Then why do we still put chemical fertilizers?
What do you mean why? Huh? If dung manure were enough, why would we use chemical fertilizer? 4 baskets of dung on one hand and fistful of chemical fertilizer on the other. Do you get it?
We have got bullocks too. So why do we plow our farms with tractor?
What? I've been asking you to get ready for the last 1 hour and you are standing here interviewing me. Why do we do this? Why do that? You don't have to use brains that much, get it? Just do what I tell you to. Don't try to get smart. Get going now.
I don't want any diseases in my house. I will not come with you. Whatever it is you want, you do it. I am not going to feed my child with vegetables soaked in medicine.
You watched one film yesterday and you become a doctor now? You're arguing with me?
How are you, Vishwanath?
You have come at right time. Tell me now. What is it that you want, huh? Are you trying to create a rift in my house by showing that film? You will teach us how to farm now? I was 10, just 10 years. I've been plying these farms with my hands since then. And you come today to teach us how to do farming. Anand, you won't even be remembering the names of as many medicines as I have used in my farm. Beware if you ever come anywhere near now to invite us for some film or meeting.
But Anand, don't you listen to him. I am saying you guys did a very good thing by showing us that film. And I got so many questions in my head now.
What? Vasundhara? You're now testing my patience, huh? Don't even try to piss me off anymore. Don't try my patience anymore, mind you.
But...
Arey, Vishwanath, what is that she's saying? At least listen to her.
She isn't saying anything, Papa. She has lost her mind ever since she watched that film. She's been harping on just one thing. Why don't we do this? Why not that? Oh, I won't do it. Damn it, my choice. And what about you, huh? You want an AC car to roam around? Want a bungalow to live in? Want to send your kids to English medium schools? Then why shouldn't farmers' kids go to school? I do not want to pass on this spray to my son.
But that is what I'm saying too. That your son should not have to use this spray ever. That's why do biological farming.
And die, huh? Tell me something. In my farms in the last year, I got 25 quintal wheat in 1 acre. Would your biological give me 25 quintal of wheat?
Of course it will, but you will have to take care of your farms. Got to be a little patient. This soil isn't a bottle of spray that you can use and throw. This soil has nurtured us for generations. And what are we going to give to our kids? This useless soil and this barren land? Now you only tell me.
What you're saying makes sense. But what is this biological?
Let me explain it to you.
Why don't you do that? I will get some tea for you.
And just drink your tea and get lost from here. Just beware if you stay here and try to deceive these people.
How can you talk so rudely? Is this the right way to talk to our guests? After all, he's doing all this for our benefit.
So you are going to tell me now what is it that he's saying and why he's saying, huh? Don't try to act smart here. Otherwise, you know what. You have been pecking my brains since morning. When I got you here as my wife, you couldn't even tell a cow from a bullock. I have taught you And now you are going to teach me about farming. Don't cross your line. And don't you meddle in my work. My son won't eat vegetables with medicine on them. Are you going to feed him soil then? You're out of your mind. It's when we farmers toil in the farms that others get to eat to their heart's content.
देश भर पेट सोता है तो फिर क्यों कोई रोता है। किस विपदा को धरती रोती है, उसे किस चिंता का कीट लगा, किस माँ की कुख है उजड़ी, किस घर का दीप बुझा, जो कौल देती थी तुतला सा पहला बोल देती थी, उस प्यार में किसने जहर सा घोल दिया, छांटता था जो खुशी बांटता था जो हंसी, उस दाता को किसने जालिम बोल दिया। तू जहर जो बोएगा धरती मौत ही उगलेगी, तू जहर जो बोएगा धरती मौत ही उगलेगी। कर हिम्मत अब कर हिम्मत, अब कर हिम्मत, नया सवेरा आएगा, खेत खेत लहराएगा, नया सवेरा आएगा, खेत खेत लहराएगा।
अब वो नहीं कमजोर नहीं, लालच की अंधी होड़ नहीं, झूठ की कोई दाढ़ नहीं, दिल पे काली छाप नहीं, फसल में जहर का सांप नहीं, कोई ताप नहीं संताप नहीं, कोई पाप नहीं। जय जवान, जय जैविक किसान।
Listen, Anand. I want to see how biological farming works for me. And I'm quite confident that if I succeed in my efforts, my husband too will then turn into biological farming. So you tell me now, what should I do?
Seeing your confidence, I am convinced that you will succeed in biological farming, most certainly will. And biological farming is very easy. A mother needs to eat pure and nourishing food, so her baby gets pure and nourishing milk. She stays away from any such drugs that may be harmful to her health. That's it. These are the very things you need to take care of in biological farming too. You need to use nothing else but biological fertilizers and biological pesticides in your farm, and the ones made by a company specifically for your needs. These fertilizers and pesticides do not reduce the fertility of your soil in any way. We have also taken care to see that by consuming the crops grown by using these products, do not cause any adverse effects on the health of their consumers, whether young or old.
But where do we get these biological fertilizers and pesticides?
At any fertilizer and seed store. Now Vasundhara ji, you tell me what is that you want to grow in your farm?
We have planted some vegetables in our farm a few days back and we have not used any chemical fertilizers or harmful pesticides on them. So, I have decided to use 1 acre land of my farm for biological farming.
Great! I'll come to your farm tomorrow and will get you a sample for your 1 acre patch. And I will continue to guide you in the future on which biological products you should be using.
Okay.
See you. Namaste.
What is this stupidity now?
You see, to check how far is the company right about its claims, why don't we try biological farming at 1 acre patch?
You and your damn biological farming. You pack your bags right now and go to your parents' place right away. I don't want a wife who insists on doing as she pleases. I have put these expensive saplings here.
Not just you. I have helped you too. It's been 14 years we have been married. From the moment I stepped into your house, day, night, summer, winter, rains, I too have toiled with you in these farms.
So get lost now. Go toil in your father's farms. Go away.
Have you totally lost it, Vishwanath? You're asking your wife to go toil in her father's farm? I am still very much alive. And don't you forget, I have given you this land. I have spent a lifetime here. This soil has always given us gold. She has never betrayed us. And now, look what we have done to her. Biological farming. That is certainly what we need to do for our future. Vasundhara, everything will be destroyed otherwise. You go ahead with your 1 acre patch. And Vishwanath, that's your 1 acre. Let's see who wins between the two of you. Vasundhara, put up those pillars. Let me see who stops you.
Papa, please take our stuff too on the tractor.
Biological produce on a tractor? Why, son, you need a bullock cart, huh? Take it on that.
Oh, Papa.
Bullock cart, my son.
Papa. Our stuff! Papa!
Vasundhara, what are you waiting for? Get the bullocks.
कर हिम्मत, अब कर हिम्मत, कर हिम्मत, अब कर हिम्मत। नया सवेरा आएगा, खेत खेत लहराएगा। नया सवेरा आएगा, खेत खेत लहराएगा।
Come on, come on.
Vasu! 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 Fresh
35
tomatoes
rupees a
here.
kilo. Red fresh
Biological tomatoes here. Biological
Fresh
tomatoes,
tomatoes.
35 a kilo. Red
30
ones, fresh
rupees.
tomatoes.
Come here, brother. 30 rupees kilo.
a kilo. Red fresh tomatoes.
30 rupees kilo.
35
tomato.
a kilo. Here, red fresh tomatoes. Papa,
Hello,
change of
auntie.
500.
Thir- 30 rupees.
35 a kilo. Red fresh tomatoes.
Oh, uncle.
35 rupees.
Very
30
good
rupees
tomatoes,
kilo.
35 rupees a
Yeah,
kilo.
come on,
Good
come on.
tomatoes, red
30
tomatoes,
rupees.
fresh tomatoes,
30 rupees kilo, madam.
biological
30 rupees
tomatoes,
kilo.
biological
30 rupees
fresh,
only.
red,
Fresh
biological
tomatoes.
tomatoes.
30 rupees
Check.
kilo, madam.
35 rupees
30
a
rupees
kilo,
kilo.
biological
Fresh tomatoes, madam. 30 rupees
35
kilo.
He
rupees
has
a kilo.
30 rupees and you are selling for 35. Why?
Fresh, madam.
I guess I'll buy from you.
Here, very fresh, buy biological produce, no chemical fertilizers, no pesticides, very fresh, very
Hey,
pure.
just wait for a minute.
What happened, madam?
Is your produce really biological? Yes, 100% biological.
My mother has worked very hard. And she says that other people's children should not have to eat poisonous vegetables.
Oh, wow. Aren't you very smart? What is your name?
My name's Prakash and my mother's name is Vasundhara. And
Vasundhara. Your name goes well with your thinking. Just look here. Learn something from her. She is doing biological farming. I am a trustee of an orphanage. And I am not going to feed this poison to my kids. Dear Vasundhara, I'll buy all these tomatoes from you. Thank you, madam. Shall I weigh them? Yes, yes, weigh them, please.
30 rupees kilo. 30 rupees kilo. ₹30. 30 rupees kilo. 30 rupees kilo. 30 rupees. 30 rupees kilo. 30 rupees kilo. 30 rupees kilo.
Papa, I would have waited for you. But mummy has more money now. So I'm going with her.
$13.20, $13.40, $13.60, $13.80, $13.90. Are Vasundhara, you have done wonders in your very first sale. And we will get even more money with the ones that are left now. Yes, Vishwanath. How much did you make, son? Wow.
Grandpa, forget about the money. Why don't you just try this biological veggie? It tastes awesome.
You have cooked this veggie very well, dear. And you grew it very well too. But you didn't know farming at all, right? You couldn't even tell a cow from a bull. But whoever taught you, he himself must be very good in farming.
Here, take this. You know, I never wanted to fight with you. Honestly. Whatever I know of farming today, I have learnt it from you. Honestly, when I thought about it, that I cannot be feeding these vegetables to my kid, then how could I ever let others' kids have them too? I had lost my sleep over this. Shall I say something? You use any foul language with a woman, she might tolerate it. But if you call her barren, she would break down. How can we then make our Mother Earth barren? If we don't get started with biological farming now, then that day is not very far when our Mother Earth will be all barren. How can we do this to our own mother?
Please forgive me, Vasu. I had lost my mind. I said very mean things to you. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry.
Oh, come on now. I know it too well. You love me very much.
You have to chew it well. Even better. Yeah.
Wow, Munna. Huh?
How do I look? Huh?
You're looking good. Let's be quick.
Oh, come here, come here.
Couldn't you tie them?
Be quick.
Yes, we're coming.
We are getting late here.
Yes. Come on.
Let's go.
Come on.
Coming.
Yes.
Come fast.
Come
Yes,
fast.
come on.
Come fast. Come fast.
Oh, come on. Let's
It's
go.
one.
We're getting
1
late.
minute. I'm coming.
Come on.
Come.
Action.
Hello. I would sincerely like to thank my dear wife Vasundhara and all the employees of Tropical Agro Company. All this has been possible because of their help. My farms are lush with crops and my home is all happy.
It is all his hard work. I just stayed by his side. Tropical Company people showed us the way. We just listened to them and did as per their suggestions. Because of which, not just our soil, but our farms are very healthy too. And the yields that we get from them is pure and healthy. All this has been possible because of biological farming.
Biological farming gave us a new lease of life. It reconnected me with the soil of my farms. This land, which is like mother to us farmers, helped us to keep it fertile. My father is proud of me again. It showed a new path, gave a new hope for my kids' life, for the next generation. And all this has been possible because of these very people. My friends, Tropical Agro Company showed us the way for biological farming. It changed our life for better. If you too want a better life for yourselves, then start with Tropical Agro Company and do biological farming. Huh?
क्या ये अमिताभ बच्चन के केबीसी में गया था?
कोई लॉटरी लगी होगी,
चलकर पूछ लो ना। खेती तो हम भी करते हैं, आप हमें बताएं कैसे हुए इतने माला माल?
टैग बायोनिक डालकर लिए फसल के बढ़िया दाम। इस तरह किया मैंने करोड़पति बनने का एक काम।
टैग बायोनिक विश्वसनीय मित्र फफूंद है जो भूमि की उपजाऊ क्षमता बढ़ाकर खाद की लागत घटाकर सूक्ष्म जड़ों को 200 गुना तक बढ़ाए।
टैग बायोनिक अपनाएं, पैदावार बढ़ाकर करोड़पति हो जाएं।